The NIA team has reached the murder spot in the night, has brought accused were to reconstruct the crime scene. The 4 accused were brought to the location. This is big news coming in right now. NIA team has visited the incident spot and they brought the accused to location for reconstruction. Priyanka, take us through the details.
Well, that's right, Shivangi. What we are learning from our sources is that the NIA team, in fact, that is here in Amravati. And we had seen that yesterday, in fact, the police had taken all of the 4 accused for reconstructing the crime scene to understand how exactly had they come to that lane where Umesh Kole had been brutally murdered and how many people had been involved. So these are just basic, parts of the investigation to reconstruct the crime scene to actually get the first word from the accused themselves as to how their entire statement has been, what their part of the story is about, how they had carried out this kind of a brutal murder of Umesh Kole as well. Now, apart from that, we are also learning that, there are several other parts of the investigation that are now being looked into. As of now, the Amravati police also trying to carry out their investigation with respect to more accused who might have been involved in this, because now it is not about those 6 accused itself. This is also about the mastermind and the linkages that he had with the other people who might have been involved in this entire conspiracy as well, because the police also looking at the WhatsApp groups, looking at the social media to understand who really had carried out the conspiracy. And not just that, post the murder of Umesh Kole, there had been several messages on several groups saying that the revenge for Nupur Sharma, supporters of Nupur Sharma, has been taken, and that is why those people, in fact, who had sent such messages are also being taken into custody so that they can be questioned further about whether or not they had any kind of involvement in this entire matter, in this entire conspiracy of brutally killing Umesh Kole as well. So those are the updates that we are learning. Apart from that, we had also been learning that some more accused, including one Shamin, in fact, might have been on the lookout by the local authorities to find out what really was the role of all of these people and how they had been operating and mobilizing the rest of them via social media, via WhatsApp groups as well. Several of the WhatsApp groups are also under the scrutiny and they are going to find out who all were involved in those WhatsApp groups. There is already one link that we had seen, a group called Black Freedom, in fact, that was being used for sending these kind of messages, these kind of insightful messages as well. So all of that is under the scrutiny, and that is why more and more accused are also coming to light, because now the linkages that the authorities are looking into is that with the Irfan Sheikh, the key conspirator who is now being investigated, whose remand had been sought for by the police yesterday. Until 7th of July, the local police is going to interrogate Irfan Sheikh as well. And during the course of that interrogation, we are getting to know all of these details about how more and more people might have been involved in this kind of a conspiracy, of more and more people who might have used WhatsApp groups to carry out this kind of a conspiracy and also spread hate inside the others as well. So all of that is in the purview of the investigation. But the latest, of course, that as per the procedure, the reconstruction of the crime scene is also being done. Shivangi.
Right. Priyanka, hold on. Now, as the cover-up angle is being investigated in the Amravati hate killing, Republic has confronted the Amravati DCP, but he refused to answer. Have a look.
नहीं, बंदोबस्त का सिर्फ हाँ, अभी यहाँ अमरावती शहर में इस कार्यक्रम स्थल पे टोटल 500 पुलिसमैन ऑफिसर डिप्लॉय किए हैं और ओवरऑल अमरावती सिटी में भी बंदोबस्त लगा है। अभी SRPF की 3 कंपनियाँ आई और ओवरऑल शांतिपूर्ण वातावरण रहने के लिए ये प्रिकॉशन लिया है। नहीं, बंदोबस्त का सिर्फ हाँ, अभी यहाँ अमरावती शहर में इस कार्यक्रम स्थल पे टोटल 500 पुलिसमैन ऑफिसर डिप्लॉय किए हैं और ओवरऑल अमरावती सिटी में भी बंदोबस्त लगा है। अभी SRPF की 3 कंपनियाँ आई और ओवरऑल शांतिपूर्ण वातावरण रहने के लिए ये प्रिकॉशन लिया है। नहीं, बंदोबस्त का सिर्फ हाँ, अभी यहाँ अमरावती शहर में इस कार्यक्रम स्थल पे टोटल 500 पुलिसमैन ऑफिसर डिप्लॉय किए हैं और ओवरऑल अमरावती सिटी में भी बंदोबस्त लगा है। अभी SRPF की 3 कंपनियाँ आई और ओवरऑल शांतिपूर्ण वातावरण रहने के लिए ये प्रिकॉशन लिया है।
All right, Priyanka, this is a big angle also we have on this story. Now, we know that there was a robbery claim being made by the police, and of course, that has now been busted. A big cover-up. Even the family is saying that they're misleading narratives in this case. Take us through those.
Well, those parts of the investigation is something that we are going to have to look into, because but we had primarily also seen how the theory of the robbery that was being said or shared by the Amravati police has also fallen flat post the remand details that we have gotten about why Irfan Sheikh in fact had been involved and how the entire conspiracy had been going on. Now there are some technical details to this as well. In the remand itself, it has also been mentioned that Umesh Kole had 35,000 cash in his pocket, and he also had several gold chains in his neck. And looking at the fact that he had in fact been attacked in his neck, the theory that was being floated by the Amravati police that it was about the robbery falls flat, because there were arguments made in the court that if there was a robbery that was being conducted, the chains would have been snatched since the accused had access to the neck, since that is where he had in fact been attacked as well. So those parts are also being looked into, and we have seen post us also breaking these details that several politicians have also come out and made these statements as well. For example, Member of Parliament Anil Bonde in fact has also stated that there needs to be an investigation into this entire matter as to why the Amravati police had been trying to subdue this matter, cover up this matter, as to why they were not sharing the right details with the people, with the media as well. So these are the kind of questions, and their claim right now, they are saying that this is the Congress guardian minister, the ex-guardian minister, in fact, who had been involved in this, and that is why she had been pressurizing the Amravati police. Now, these are allegations made by the BJP. They have also said that the Amravati police did not want to do anything about this entire matter. They wanted to subdue it after the political pressure, but they have claimed that if there was some kind of an intelligence that was shared with the NIA, with the local police, with the media as well, there could have been some kind of intelligence that they could have gotten about Udaipur as well. Now, these are claims explicitly that are being made by the BJP, and we are as of now learning about the legalities of it, the investigation of it that is expected to take place, and we are also expecting that the Commissioner of Police Aarti Singh is also going to be addressing the media at around 5 p.m. where she will be answering all of these questions that we hope to ask her. Shivangi.
Right. Priyanka, we just want our viewers to see how you try to question the DCP and they completely ducked the questions of Republic TV. Take a look.
So let's get in a word from the police officers themselves as to the security deployment that is being carried out here. Vikram Saleh is joining me right now. Sir, if you could tell me about the security deployment. We're seeing flag marches also being done by the police officers here.
Near about 500 policemen and officers deployed here in function place, and all over in city near about 1,000 policemen deployed each and every point.
सर, एक और चीज़ मुझे आपसे जाननी थी, क्योंकि अनिल बोंडे भी यहाँ पे थे, उन्होंने भी ऐसा कहा है कि अमरावती पुलिस ने कुछ ना कुछ एक मिस इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया इसको कवर अप की जो एलिगेशंस.
Sorry.
All right, so you can see that the police officers in fact claiming that there is a security deployment here, but refusing to answer about what really has happened about the misinvestigation and the cover-up thereafter as well.
Republic also spoke to the family of the Amravati victim who have alleged cover-up. The same thing that we have been speaking about, that there could have been a cover-up. Now, here's what they said. Listen.